What's going on? You're watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports, and Tom and I here, we have the latest NFL news and rumors, and we're going to start the show off with some Patriots news and rumors. And everyone who's watching us live right now, if you think the Patriots are cheaters, start typing C. Are they spying again, Tom?
That's the somewhat accusation.
Let's get some C's in the comments.
Yeah. This probably ends up being much ado about nothing. Still kind of a big deal, though. So the NFL has launched an investigation at the request of the Cincinnati Bengals. So what happened was a team staffer allegedly recorded the Bengals sideline during the Browns-Bengals game. The Bengals are worried about this being so that they can get a better feel for their hand signals. Of course, Patriots play the Bengals next week. The Patriots' explanation here, and this is what's been reported, is that this is for one of their Do Your Job documentaries, which is one of like their little team websites. So it's focused on an advanced scout, which I think the Bengals heard of advanced scout and said, wait, what's that? The joke there is the Bengals have literally 2 scouts. That's all they have because it's the Bengals there. The Bengals, it was shot from the press box. So the Bengals were concerned that, hey, press box overlooks the sideline. Background's going to have the hand signals and the coaching staff there. The Browns cleared this, by the way. They said, yeah, sure, coming up to the press box, you can film this. Bengals were not told about it until they found out about it later. The NFL has the videotape now. The Patriots have cooperating. So now we play the waiting game as to whether or not this is Spygate 2.0 or much ado about nothing.
I mean, you can look here at this timeline right here, Tom, right? So you got 2001, the Tuck Rule, which is all the controversy started. If it wasn't for that, the Patriots would be nothing. Spygate in 2007.
Okay, bitter Raider fan.
Deflategate in 2015.
Which, by the way, we
and my favorite note that we've ever put on screen. Everyone type rub and tug.
That might get blocked in the chat. The fact that we went with Deflategate as what we called the controversy, for starters, laziness. And this is not us. This was how national media approached it. You can't just slap gate onto the back of everything. It wasn't Watergate gate. It was Watergate.
Tomgate.
2 different things there. You should have called it Ballghazi.
Rub and
that
tug
was
gets
so
through.
much better than Deflategate, and we didn't go on it.
Rub and tug gets through. Can confirm. Type C if the Patriots are cheaters. My only thing with this entire thing, Tom, if you're going to cheat, why are you going to cheat off the Bengals?
Because if you're cheating at all times. You don't selectively choose. In the end, I don't think there's that much to this.
Bill Belichick. Seeing it in the comments. John, Barrett, Michael Grant, all type in their C's for cheat.
Course.
Sarah, what up? There. Okay, Tom. We're not done talking about the Patriots.
I don't think there's anything to this in the end. I think the Patriots get cleared. Kind of like the whole taping the Rams walkthrough, which was also much ado about nothing. Which came out 7 years after the fact.
We're not done talking about the Patriots. Okay. Bill Belichick. Back.
This one's even worse.
To the Giants.
Stop it.
Who says no?
The Belichick and the Patriots say no. I know that the trendy thing, even in Boston media, is to do, oh, where's Belichick going to go? Oh, where's Brady going to go? Ooh, could he go back to the Giants? See, coach there, he loves the Mara family. It's not going to happen.
If you think Belichick's going to leave, type buy. Just start typing buy.
He's not going to leave. He has the best thing ever going for him.
I agree.
When he's done with the Patriots, it's because he retires.
I mean, if he wants to stay, he stays. If he tells, I actually think if he told Robert Kraft just about anything, Belichick could get away with it. I mean, that's what happens when, you got as many rings as he does. So the question we'll ask everyone who's watching us live right now on YouTube and on Facebook, will Bill Belichick leave the Patriots?
Staying.
Type L for leave or type S for stay.
He's staying.
Let's see it. Barrett B49 says no. Troy DeBoss just says screw Belichick.
He's the best.
I mean, I think
I'm sorry.
There's definitely a reason for. I don't know. Troy DeBoss says he's a bum.
We'll get to a bum in a second. How about that?
We'll get to a bum in a second. I don't know. He might be a better coach than Bill Belichick. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. So seeing about 90% S's. Continue to get those flown in here. Will Bill Belichick leave the Patriots? Let's talk about another coach. Near and dear to your heart, Tom. Jason Garrett. Can we get some claps in the comments? Because is Jason Garrett going to be fired? Tom, you're our Cowboys guy here. Tell me what I need to hear.
Look, we keep playing this game of, ooh, he's going to get fired if they don't go on a run. And like every week it's being reported as a new thing by the national media. It hasn't changed, quite frankly, in a long time. The exception here was that if there were an injury or if something fluky happened and the Cowboys, if Dak Prescott went down in week 5, they started like 4-0 and they collapsed, maybe Garrett comes back. He was always coaching for his job. That was not a new thing.
Okay.
Like, the fact that we're sitting here, they're 6-7, still in first place in the NFCs because they had that tiebreaker over the Eagles. That's not new. The fact that Garrett has to make a deep run or he's gone, that's been expected the entire year long. And yes, at this point, they are heading towards a divorce at this point.
Picky Green says, fire that mother effer. Okay, if he gets fired, I'm going to ask everyone who's watching the show right now, fill in the blank. The next Cowboys head coach will be, you're going to put Tom Downey. Hey, I'd be about it.
I am available, Cowboys, and I'll tell you what, we're going to go for it on 4th down. We're going to disguise our coverages, and we're not going to settle for long field goals. And we're going to be aggressive, and we're going to run play action on 1st down.
So fill in the blank.
Also, the players won't respect me, but it'll be fine.
Oh, Jason Douglas goes, 10 more years. Love it. Mike McCarthy, that's an interesting one. Ron Rivera from Keanu, seeing some Ron Riveras in there. Urban Meyer from Barrett B49.
Urban makes a lot of sense, especially with that USC job not coming open.
All right, Tom.
I've kind of gone from it makes sense to
Eric Bieniemy.
Maybe it doesn't, and back to it actually kind of makes
goes
quite a bit of sense.
Jason Garrett. Tom, if you were a betting man, who would you say is going to be the next Cowboys head coach?
I want to speak Lincoln Riley into existence.
Speak? Okay.
But I think someone in the Riley Urban Meyer mold makes a lot of sense.
Well, Tom's a betting man, and if you guys like to bet on NFL, college football, heck, NBA, there is one place and one place to do it only. That's at BetDSI, the internet's #1 sports book. Tom, if you put down $50, you can get 60 for free. Noah Stanley throwing his Lincoln Rileys in there. Love it. Speaking of Lincolns, I don't know how many Lincolns it would take. What is a Lincoln? Is that $5 bill?
You want to pull out my wallet? It's over there.
Regardless, BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet. Put down $100, get $120 for free. I tried to do some quick math. It didn't work. Now, let's talk about Derek.
Also, who uses cash?
Who uses cash? Let's talk about Derek Carr, because he got booed by Raider Nation, and I don't know if you saw this one, Tom. So, I was watching the game. You come into work today and you say, Mitch, it was 21-21.
When I left.
And then all of a sudden, it's 42-21.
I left. It was 21-21. I checked at a red light on my way. I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on in the game. Wait a minute, it's 42-21. It
was literally does not condone texting and driving.
I wasn't texting and driving. I was at a red light. It was fine. It was a maybe 25-minute span, like real time. All of a sudden, they went from tied to down 21.
Yeah, so the wheels
blew my mind.
The wheels quickly came off Derek Carr, and there's a few things, right? So Derek, on being booed, said, it's happened before. Personally, for me, I'm not a fan of when people boo. I don't know. I actually don't like it.
I get that. Also, if you throw the ball away on 4th and goal, you deserve to get booed. That's just dumb.
I agree.
They're throwing it away is just the same as a turnover. So just throw it up in the air. Throw it in the end zone. Jump ball. Who cares?
Gruden did support
Did he forget what down it was, or did he just care about his stats?
I'm not quite sure, but I agree with you. I don't think that you can throw the ball away. Now, this is also why he's getting booed, because Derek's not putting up the numbers that I think people want him to put up. You have to go back and look at Derek when he first, signed that big-time deal. He hasn't been the same. But I can also make the same argument. He has not had the same options around him, and Jeff Rodgers alludes, Carr plays too scared.
I agree.
I do think that since the injury, he's played scared, but also it is not fair to just blame Derek Carr, because he is not the biggest reason that they're failing. It's the defense.
Derek Carr is the same guy he's always been.
He's a good quarterback.
I actually think. His best years, they had prime Amari Cooper, prime Michael Crabtree, an elite offensive line. And even this year, the weapons have slowly gone away, and Derek Carr, his production and his play has gone at the exact same level. I don't really know what to expect when your options are Darren Waller, Tyrell Williams, a bunch of receivers no one's ever heard of.
Now Foster-Rose out for the year.
And DeAndre Washington. That's not really putting your quarterback into a great chance to succeed. He's also not elevating those guys, not that many guys would. So he's been the same guy. The problem is, at this point, is that enough for Oakland?
So will Derek Carr be the Raiders quarterback in 2020? Type 1 for yes or type 0 for no. Edwin Sosa says no. Leo Place says yes. Static Smoke says yes. Seeing Jack Maxwell's also going to go with 1. So let us know in the comments section, will Derek Carr be the Raiders quarterback in 2020? Type 1 for yes, type 0 for no. Tom, I have a Derek Carr jersey. If he's not the quarterback anymore, I'm probably going to have to get a new one. And if anybody needs a new jersey or just wants a jersey, go right now to chatsports.com/NFL jersey. Unbelievable holiday sales, up to 25% off. You want a Josh Jacobs one? Because you don't have a – I might have to get a Josh one if my Derek's not
That's
good
the guy
anymore.
you go with. That's like your long-term focal point on offense.
I'll tell you what, Josh Jacobs was playing through a broken shoulder. Dude is absolutely insane. Also, Tom Brady, Patriots, chatsports.com/NFL jersey. You'd probably like this next one coming up on screen, Dak Prescott. But you can get more than just Josh Jacobs, Tom Brady, Dak Prescott, all sorts of NFL jerseys. Go to chatsports.com/NFL jersey. Maybe a jersey that a lot of people bought this offseason.
Yeah.
Kind of matches your shirt a little bit here. Maybe regretting it. It's Baker Mayfield, and he's throwing his staff under the bus, Tom.
Yeah. He says he didn't mean to. He tried to clarify that comment, but there's really no way to take it except he threw the medical staff under the bus. Baker's probably right, by the way. Doesn't mean that's what you want to be conveyed there, but this is who Baker is. Baker's going to tell you how he feels. Sometimes you're going to like it when the Browns are winning. When they're losing, you're not going to like it. His teammates are going to love it for the most part, but media's not. Some of the fans aren't. Opposing teams certainly aren't. That's Baker's attitude. That's who he is.
So here's what Baker Mayfield said on OBJ's injury. I'd say it wasn't handled right. He's not able to run as well as he should be able to, as well as he knows, and that's frustrating for him. You can sense somebody's frustration and where that comes from. He also said this: it wasn't handled the right way in our training room. It is what it is. His not 100% is still good enough for us. Now, I understand that an hour later, he kind of tried to make his comments, he tried to take his comments back or try to explain his comments, but you still came out and said it. And when we always talk about Baker Mayfield here in the studio, the one question that always gets asked, so we'll ask you guys, do you like Baker Mayfield?
I do, but this is who he's always been. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but I kind of am.
Do you like Baker Mayfield? Why for yes and for no?
This is who he's always been. This has been his attitude. This has been his mindset. This is Baker. He has always been the you're either with us or you're against us attitude. So the fact people are freaking out now when this is who he's always been is kind of weird to me.
I mean, he has not been having that good of a season. So I'm seeing a lot of no's. Leo Place says yes. For me, I don't hate Baker Mayfield, but if you're going to talk the talk, you got to start backing it up. And all the Browns did this entire off season is go out and get you pieces, and yet this Browns team is greatly, greatly underachieving. So do you like Baker Mayfield? Why for yes or N for no? How about this question? Do you like Chat Sports? Hopefully, right? So if it's a yes, then subscribe. If you want a shout out, type sub right now that you are subscribed. So right now here at Chat Sports, we are trying to get to 150K subscribers. If you're not already subscribed, you can click the link below, youtube.com/chatsportstv, or you can click that big red button that says subscribe. Click it. That way when we go live, when we do videos like this, I can give you a shout out like John Kruger, like Rico, Jeff Rogers, Rancy. I know you all subscribe. Appreciate you. If you're not already, help us get to 150K. Now, I love me some JuJu, and I'm hoping he's coming back in Week 15. And according to Schefter, it looks like he's going to come back.
Look, Pittsburgh has done an incredible job this year dealing with everything. JuJu has been banged up, hasn't been the same guy in terms of his on-field production. James Conner's been banged up. They're down to their third quarterback. Well, maybe it's their second quarterback if that's what you want to go because he's so bad. JuJu getting back for Week 15 would be a big boost, especially with what Pittsburgh has. They are on the verge here of getting to the playoffs, which would be incredibly impressive. They got a big game against the Bills, Mitch.
Huge game against the Bills, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons why JuJu is trying to come back, and he's trying to fight for his team, which I always love. Now, he is in his third year, coming off a great year last season, Tom, with 111 catches, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're currently the 6th seed. The number 5 seed, if you look here at the current AFC playoff picture, is the Buffalo Bills at 9-4, the Pittsburgh Steelers at 8-5, and the Tennessee Titans are nipping the Steelers right there in the you-know-where because they're 8-5. Ryan Tannehill is playing unbelievable football.
Very good.
Now, the reason why, that this is a big-time game is because the Bills and the Steelers, they're going to end up playing each other this week, and it's a big-time showdown. On BetDSI, the over-under, 37 points, so maybe not a lot of points scored in this game. Now, I was actually kind of surprised that the Steelers are favored at 1.5. Both teams head-to-head. Now, we want to know from everyone who's watching us live right now, who do you got in this game? the Buffalo Bills, or you're going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So if you're going to go with the Buffalo Bills, I want you to type B for Bills. If you're going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers, type S for the Steelers, because this is a big-time game. And if the Steelers lose this game, I actually think that they're not going to make the playoffs because if that's how well the Titans are playing.
It puts you in a bad spot for tiebreakers as well. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh, though. I think at home, in a game in which is going to be a defensive struggle, both these teams have really good defenses. I'm going to put my money down on Pittsburgh, Mitch.
Well, Tom's going to go put his money on Pittsburgh, and if I see in the comments section, Tom, everyone's kind of going with the Buffalo Bills.
A couple S's flowing in now.
Couple S's flowing in there. So if you guys want to go bet on this game, Bills, Steelers, one place to do it and one place only. That's at chatsports.com/bet. When you do that, use that promo code, okay? Promo code NFL120. It's going to get you 120% deposit bonus.
All right, guys, we had a little bit of a disagreement in the office about some PTO when we get the weekends off, holiday trips, whatever. Here's how we've decided to settle it. If Mitch gets to 10,000 followers tonight, he gets the weekend off. If not, I get it. So if you don't want Mitch to have the off day, you want me to have it instead, then you don't want to follow him on Instagram at MitchellRenz365.
All right.
Don't do it.
I want to be able to go visit my family. I want to be able to see my family. So please help me get to 10K followers. And how about this?
But I want to see my family.
Anybody who follows me right now on Instagram, I'll also give you a shout out. Let's get me to 10K followers by the end of the show. If I get to 10K by the end of it, I get the weekend off.
Yeah, so don't follow him.
Follow me. I'll give you a
favor.
shout out. Help me out here. Get me there, okay?
Yeah.
Get me there. Get me there. Somebody just followed me. John Edward Kruger. That's my man. Go give me a follow. I'll give you a shout out at MitchellRenz365. Let's talk about Patrick Mahomes and his injury news, Tom. He's got a right hand injury. X-rays came back negative on Sunday. He's gonna have more tests.
He should be fine. I don't think this is anything to be overly concerned about. I like the situation that they're in. I think they'll end up being okay. This is worth monitoring. You kind of saw him shaking it around during the game. I think he'll end up being okay, but I do want to see, okay, is he a full participant later on in the week? I think he will be. The bright side is you're playing Denver. You're in good shape for the postseason. You want to see if you can maybe get one of those buys potentially. But the rest of the season isn't that daunting of a schedule.
I mean, if there's one thing that I've learned about Patrick Mahomes, and I respect it, I didn't think he was going to be able to come back from that knee injury as quickly as he did, and he did. If Patrick Mahomes can play, he's going to come out and play. Now, sure, they already have the AFC West locked up, but I actually don't like when teams try to, we'll say, ease players into the playoffs because I think you can get rusty. I think it is the ultimate karma. I think it is the ultimate karma. So this is the last games for the Chiefs. Week 15, 16, 17, I actually think they're going to win all three of these games.